Good morning. Good morning. Wake up, Phibbsville. Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and today is Wednesday, June the 24th, 2020. And it's time to get up and do some art. I never used to get up at 4:30 in the morning, but let me tell you, now that I can get up and color and draw and paint, that changes everything. That changes everything. Good morning, Phibbsville. Good morning, world. Let's see if anybody's found me yet. Oh, good morning, everybody. There you are. Early birds. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Early birds. Well, this morning, I'm going to work in my calendar. I'm going to do a thrift haul, and we're going to finish Tizzy. We're going to finish Tizzy. We got stopped just as we got started on her yesterday because of the garage. So, hi, Lauren. Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Hi, Christy MV. Good morning and welcome, welcome. If a man has good corn or wood or boards or pigs to sell, you will find a broad, hard-beaten road to his house, though it be through the woods. And that's saying, if what you're selling is the good stuff, people will find you. Or if you have a clearance sale. So, there isn't much room on here to do much. What do I have here? I have my blue. Let's put some blue on this. If you're selling the good stuff, word gets out. Word gets out. There we go. So, let's see. Let's put this under here. I think that's what I was doing. In a few days, we'll be able to flip this calendar. I'm not going to zoom in because I'm going to do my thrift haul in a moment. How about I just use this? Well, I have to turn around and get my ink. Wait a minute. This little... No. I have to get my ink over here. I put it in this bag of stuff. I think I'll just stamp on it. We'll just stamp a border. May not be able to do it that way. I might have to see if, because there's, well, I didn't take that out. There. We'll find ya. We'll find ya if you're selling the good stuff. I'll put that down there. Okay. I'm sort of happy with that. Kind of hard to work with. What else do I have here? I think I've filled in a lot of these. I may have one left here that I skipped. The weekends I don't really work on this calendar too much. Looks like I'm pretty caught up. My little shoe here is going to fall off. My little footstep. The footprints of the owner. Let's glue that down. What was that? Oh, what that was. A face of some sort. That was, I'm going to have to change that. Okay, well, I think I'm pretty caught up, except for way at the, so I'm not going to fool too much with my calendar. I want to get right to the thrift haul. Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning to you. A cheerful voice in the morning. Ah, yeah. June the 24th already. My goodness. I'm going to put some, let's put a flower in here. Just needs something. A little doodle. A quick little doodle. Oh, and speaking of doodles, I think that Deliberately Creative will be on this morning. And I forget what she's going to do, but she's been doing a lot of doodling lately. Deliberately Creative. You will find a link to a shout out to her channel. I don't think it's the first one, but it's one of the ones on that I posted on my community tab, if you're able to get to that. I'm not able to get to it on my tablet here. And let's see, let's put a teeny one in here. I'm just putting little flowers on here, doodling little flowers. Couple more here. All right, that's good enough. Just a quick little nod to the morning. So, let's jump right into the thrift haul, shall we? And then we're going to jump right in and work on Tizzy, because I'd like to get her finished. Hi. Oh, I said hi to a beautiful voice. Yeah. You guys, I sing to you guys because I'm alone here in my room. I forget that it's going out all over the internet. I generally don't sing in public, like at church and all that, because who knows what squeak will come out. Who knows what squeak will come out? Let's have a sip of coffee. This is still the Javalia coffee that Karen sent to me. And we are doing Karen's kitty this morning, Tizzy. And I want to get those envelopes stuffed this week. I went shopping yesterday, so... Well, yeah, I guess you could call it shopping. I had bills to pay and banking to do, and All right. So let's do the thrift haul. I'll show you the first thing I got. They had them on sale for $1.50. Here's the first thing. I guess I'm going to have to move all of this. Penelope, you're going to move. And calendar, you're going to move. And coffee, you're going to move over here. All right, the first thing, it says spinning spools, but it's really a pattern club for quilters. And this was only $1.50, and look what's in here. Template storage, store cut templates here. And there's an envelope here. And there's an index. Now, I'm not a quilter. Ooh, there's a nice piece of cardboard. Basket collection? Oh, pieced baskets. So, even though I'm not a quilter with fabric, I might do some paper piecing, just scrapbook paper and that, and it would be fun to do each pattern because they give you the templates. Now let me show you here. This is so cool. This is so cool. Look, they give you templates that you can, looks like somebody's cut one off here, but that's okay. If I'm missing a template, I can make one. Looks like one's been cut here too. So I might have to substitute, but it would be fun to just start doing them with paper and put them right in here. Wouldn't that be fun to do and make an art journal out of it, even though I'm not a quilter? And I may, even if I don't quilt, I could learn about quilting because it talks about it. Hold everything, it says. That's what baskets do. And that may be one of the reasons why that basket pattern has been a favorite of the American quilters for generations. Ooh, wouldn't it be fun to make some of these? So here's the patterns that you need on paper, so it wouldn't be hard to trace something out there. Country egg basket. Postage stamp basket. Ooh, that's neat. Baskets and bears. Baskets and bears? Oh, bears. They're the bears. And then here are the templates here. And every section has the same. Here are the spinning spools. Wow. Look, it does look like a spool. Oh, that's cool. See, the spool is in here. And split diamond star at sea. It'd be fun just to do a page and put each page in here just for the fun of it. And make this an art journal. Star at sea. I don't know if that's been cut or if it's just like that. But I love that they have. And this only cost me $1.50. I thought that was a bargain. Fancy Dresden plate. Double attic window. Hillside Village. Coffee cups. Coffee cups. That would be fun to do and decorate. Yeah, this one's definitely been cut. But see, they give you the pattern in paper right here, so it won't be hard to figure out which one they cut out. So, Flying Dutchman. Here's the templates. Achoo, excuse me. Achoo, excuse me. Fandango 2. Ooh, look at that one. Lover's Locket. This is just a fun book. This is a fun book, and I'm not even a quilter. Here's more spools. So I got that for $1.50. What a bargain. What a bargain. Just another big book to, looks like a 3-inch binding piece. Thank you, Arlene. Hi, Lori. Good morning, Lori. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Let's see what you guys, who haven't I said good morning to? Lori says, great book and in great condition. So much that you could do with it. That is so true. I've said good morning to Christy and Maria. Good morning. Okay. They're just saying good morning out there. Let's see what else I got. I got another quilting book. What happened to it? Oh, it's over here on the other side. I got another one because they were on sale for $1.50. Now this one is not a notebook thing, but it's 365 foundation quilt blocks. And I liked it that it was quilt blocks because it'll give me ideas. Excuse me. It will give me ideas of what I can do for my, I'm doing that little fabric book, and I'm doing quilt, you know, the little quilt block 8x8s. And there are 306, look at these. Look at these. There's a card, no. And they're the full-sized patterns, and then they show the block up here. This is certainly a shamrock, a star, a tulip, circle of ovals, springtime bud, springtime double zigzag. Lots of ideas in here. And you know, you could do this with scrap paper. You could do this with scrap paper. In fact, we might do one. Not today, maybe tomorrow we'll do some of these with my scrap papers. I want to work on my kitty this morning. And this is Wednesday, so I'm only going till 7:30. So we'll keep that one out. And then I got 3 rows of this, it's that type of, I forget what you call it, where you heat it, like heat and bond. You put your, this is the sticky side, and you put it down on your fabric, and you iron it to your fabric. I forget exactly. Oh, you put your fabric here. I'm sorry. This is not a release paper, so it's not double-sided. You put your fabric on here, and you iron your fabric to it, and then or you could put it that way. Well, either way I think would work. But I got 3 rolls of this stuff because this is the type of thing. But what I used on my handkerchief journal was 2-sided. It had a release paper. This does not have a release paper, so I might have to take a different approach. But I got plenty of it to work with fabric. There's quite a bit in here too. So I think that was a bargain. It was a little bit expensive in the long run. This cost me $9, but when you stop to think on what I had, 6 sheets of like 9 by 12. And well, I bought it at a thrift store, but if you look in Walmart, it probably cost you $4 or $5. And this is certainly, but that had a release paper, this didn't. So that's to work with fabrics too. And I'm reaching down here. See what else I got in here. I bought a couple of tops because I just like to wear these tops around the house. And I'm always getting them painty and dirty and all of that. But this is a pretty summer one. Cost me $3. And it's got a, let's show it this way. It's got a print pattern of, looks like some houses down in here. Some homes. This one I might wear out because it's a nice one. It's a nice summer top, even though it has, well, the sleeves are like 3/4 inch, the sleeves, which I really like for working in here because then I don't get my hands in the paint. And then I got another one that's just a green, a plain green. A plain green. But I like to wear them around the house. So I got those two will go in the wash. We'll throw that over there and I'll put them in the wash. And I got some of these. Shall I zoom in a little now? I think I'll zoom in a little now so you guys can see a little better. Let me stand up. Let me stand up. You're going to go for a ride. Zoop. These look like little beads, but they have words on there too. And they only cost me 50 cents, which I thought was a good deal. 50 cents. Let me open up the baggie here. And I got these words. Faith, celebrate, dream, love, play. These words are worth 50 cents. Live and hope. Then these blocks, these look like they're wood, but I don't think I can take them apart. I think they're one piece and painted. Looks like they're painted across them. So, and they're pretty thick. I don't know. I could make a bead doll, or I'm not sure what I'll do with these. They came with this. It looks like somebody just painted and drew these up. But these would be fun for art journaling, even to make little dangles out of, wouldn't it? Just wrap some thread and a couple beads, punch some holes in there. So these will be fun to play with. Oh, there's Laugh in here too. We can't forget Laugh. For 50 cents, somebody was cleaning out their craft room, it looks like. Well, so there are those. I like to find stuff like this. And let's see what else is here. I got some wooden, these haven't even been opened, creative wood pieces that are like pegs, like this, which would be nice to maybe make a stamp with, although that's not much of a, I'd have to put a better base on it, but I could do that with my eraser. Or there might be other things you could do with this. This cost me 50 cents. So this was kind of a bargain too. It looks like somebody was going through their wood They're wood pieces. They are. Destashing. And I got a little piece of soft letter stationery. Hi, Christy. Good morning and welcome, Christy. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, good morning. Who else did I miss? Rhonda's here. Christy's here. We got a couple of newbies in here. Riri. Hi, Riri. There's two Christys. There's Christy MV and Christy Wainscott. One Christy with the C and Christy with the K. And Carla. Good morning, Carla. And Riri. Good morning, Riri. Riri, I see you a lot in Dee Dee's stream, don't I? Isn't that a fun book, Riri? All right, did I say good morning to everybody? I think I did. Maria is in here. So this is I thought this was pretty stationary, and it's got the floral here, but then it's got a real light floral up in here, and wouldn't that make a pretty art journal? Wouldn't that be pretty for art journaling? So that's probably what that'll be used for. What else? Some little stuff. Let's see what else I have here. Oh, I splurged because I couldn't leave it alone, and I didn't want to take this tape off. This cost me $4, but it's embroidered, and it's a tablecloth that's 68 by 50. And let's open it up and look at it here. If I can get this tape off. Yeah, I probably can pretty easy. And of course, I was thinking embroidery, but I might just use it as something to toss. Let me throw that tape away. Just toss over a box or something. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, look at that. It's in the center. It's in the center. Let's see if this was machine done or hand done. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. It's huge. And it's in the center, and it's on the corners. And this looks like it was hand embroidered. You can tell the difference. I do not think this was machine embroidered. This was all hand done. This was hand embroidered. Oh, wow. Isn't that nice? And they look like morning glories, don't they? And it's in each corner. And then, look at this. Now, my original thought was art journal cover, but I don't know if I can cut this up. This was all hand done. Oh, wow. This might just become a cloth to throw over one of my carts if I want to cover up my carts, or kind of cover up the junk. Oh, that's beautiful. That was certainly worth $4, wasn't it? I don't think I can cut that up. I thought, well, I didn't, you know, $4 is certainly not too much to pay for this tablecloth, but I generally don't pay $4 for stuff like this, you know. But I mean, just because of my budget, not because it's not worth it. It is certainly worth it. And this is what impresses me, is this is all hand done. Look at, these are those little I forget, bullion stitches in here. What you do to make these stitches, hold it up here, these little pink stitches here, those are called bullion stitches. And you wrap your needle, you wrap your thread a lot, you have your needle like this, and it has a thread, you know, well, the thread's coming out. Let's say this is my needle, and this is the point of the needle, and the eye is down here, and you start wrapping your thread around it, and then you put your needle in the fabric, and then you pull it out, and it makes a bullion stitch. It's really a beautiful piece. I don't think I can cut that up. I'll probably put that over my cart to cover up some of the junk. Now what I will use, this only cost me $1.50 and it's kind of faded. I think this only cost me $1.50. It looks like no, it cost me $1. It cost me $1. Let's take the tag off here. This is a flour sack type thing. And it's kind of faded, but I do love it faded. Mash concentrate, Farmers Union, Jobbing Association in Topeka, Kansas. Mash concentrate. It has the word gold here. It has the word gold on it. It has Union gold. Farmers Union. Cooperatively distributed, Farmers Union Jobbing Association. So that will become an art journal. It's only printed on one side. So, and here it says 100 pounds. There's that. And I have one more piece of fabric, which I'm planning on cutting up. Now this is the one I was really thinking art journal on. This is a valance. And there was a curtain to go with this, but I didn't buy the curtain. They were selling them separately, so whoever gets the curtain won't get the valance. And this cost me $4. I pay a little too much for some of this stuff, but and it's printed. This is not embroidered or anything, it's printed. But let me show you. I was thinking, let me throw that away. I was thinking art journal. Oh, there's two of them here. Oh, cool. See, I was thinking art journal and pages. Let me just pull it like this. Well, it's doubled. Well, that's even better. I could stagger them. I'll show you. Stagger the pages in such a way as I cut it that I have little tabs here. I have tabs and I could just fold them over like that. And this could be hold a pen if I wanted, or decorative element on the side. So I was thinking, and then this could be the other border here, like the book border. So it would be staggered down, like, it would depend on how I cut it here. But this is what I'm thinking, like this. And gosh, there's two valances. There's two valances. I certainly have enough to do a nice art journal. And since it's thin cotton, this might be a good use to use that paper, those paper rolls that are rolling across my floor, that heat and bond. That's only one-sided. It has paper on one side, and you bond it to this side, and then I could put something else on the back for art journaling. And there's two of them, so I guess $4 was not a bad price. So this might be a fabric art journal. Like I said, there's two of them here, and they match. Boy, I'll tell you, I could see art journals here. Isn't it funny how we get started doing that stuff and then we see something else? And then I got some little stuff down in here. I got a piece of fabric that is kind of like a sheer, but I thought, oh, this will be fun to make pulls and ties with. Strip it. You might even make some. This cost me 50 cents. This is more my speed. More my budget style. And I have to show you, I went to Walmart. I'll have to show you what I got at Walmart. But that'll come in a minute. That will come in a minute. Let's open this up. See, this is kind of a sheer. It's beautiful fabric. But it will make a nice ties. Would even make a pretty washi tape. It's kind of like a watercolor flower. Isn't that beautiful? That would almost make a page, a back page for this, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? It'd look nice. Let me open this up. Make a back. Well, this almost looks good like it is on the back. I'm not even sure I need a back page, but this would go nice in here. So I'm going to put this with this for now. Oh, dearie me. I wasn't even planning that. That would go nice with it, though. It coordinates. The greens coordinate. The light greens. So I was into the soft florals yesterday, I guess. Not even realizing it. And for those of you that care, I did wear a mask. It was recommended, not required, but when you go thrifting and there are people around you, you know, people, you just don't know. So I went ahead and wore my mask. Mask doesn't protect you, it protects people from you. And I know I don't have it, but still, I think it made the people around me comfortable. And there were people that had masks on and people that didn't. Here in Nebraska, there's kind of a 50-50 attitude toward them. I did not wear the mask in Walmart. Walmart's a little bit more open, and it's a little bit easier to keep your distance than a thrift store. And then I got this. Ground nutshells. It's never been opened that I know of. If it's been open, it's been, well, yeah, it might have been open. It looks like it's been cut here. It's a Ziploc bag, but it's certainly full. Unscented. It's walnut shells that have been ground up. And it says perfect pincushion filling. Plum easy patterns. So it's kind of interesting. Ground nutshells. What am I going to do with it? I could put them in my little Peppy the skunk. I saw him out the other day. I want to finish him up. I was watching Aunt Beck when she was showing her quilt. She had her little hedgehog. Oh, play is coming out here. Hold on a minute. These are opening up. She had her little hedgehog pincushion out and actually using it. And I'm going, Mary, if you'd finish yours, you could use it. Of course, I got Penelope here, but let me close this up. There we go. So I got those. I got a few other little things. Look, I actually had this on my list to go to the store and buy, and I found them at the thrift store for 50 cents. The little round reinforcement stickers. I'm going to put them on the back of my holes here just to reinforce it, and then I'm going to clip it, and I think that'll strengthen it so it'll stay on my ring better. So I'm going to save those out. 50 cents for those. I got some, I've never seen these before. I got, what are those? And what they are sliding paper clips. And I thought, well, maybe I could use those to put things in my journal. Maybe I could embellish them sliding paper clips. Let's put one in my journal. Let's see how it works here as a tab. Let's put a tab on here. On one of my lists that I'm doing, maybe. Let's find a list. This is a list page. I've got a clip here, but let's try this one. This is my, oh, I kind of like that. And then when I'm done with this journal, I could come in and I could use these on my next journal and put things like this in there. Let's go back over here. This stuff is always slipping out. That isn't the one I want. I want this one. No, that isn't it either. Where's my girl? Maybe she fell out already. Well, we'll put it here because I want to move on. We'll just put it right here for now. This one I pulled off there. So I got those. If I can hold on to them. There's probably about maybe 10 of them in there. It looks like somebody's used them. Go like this. No, like that. It looks like. Oh, I see. This folds in like that. Like that. There we go. We'll keep those out. And I got another little thing in here. I think that's the end of it, but let me show you what I have. I got some Transfer It, Aleene's Transfer It. It feels like it might be about 2/3 full. Transfer photo copies, magazine pages, art prints, ads, calendars, and greeting cards fabrics. I paid 50 cents for this. Brush a generous amount of Transfer It onto the printed side of the photocopy or magazine print. Let's try it. We're going to try this as an experience. That's the last thing, except for I got this big canvas bag. Look at this big bag. It's all canvas. And what I got it for is when I go fishing with my brother, I'm always putting things in plastic sacks. And I thought this will be perfect. See, it's got pockets there. And it's nice and strong. I got it because it's nice and strong. And it's got a zipper on the inside, and it's got pockets I can put things in, and it's got an extra carrying strap. So this was certainly, I think I paid $4 again for this, but a really nice tote bag for when I go out. Not necessarily just with my brother. Okay, let's move these aside. We're going to try one of those magazine transfers. We might have to let it dry. Let me put these in that. Okay. I'll need a magazine image. And I think I have one here. Somewhere, don't I? Don't I have a fussy cut? They're always in my way when I, Here we go. We'll try a fussy cut. We'll try a fussy cut. Let's try it right in my art journal. Let's try it right in my art journal. The kitties, a list. Let's see. Do I have a blank page? I don't think I do. I have a blank page to put it on. I'm saving those pages. I think I used my blank pages. I want to sketch those. I think I used my blank pages. I think I'm ready for a new page. Let's go to a new page. We'll put it on the back of this list. All right, so let's say good morning to everybody. I have a go bag. Yeah, it's great for urban sketching. Yeah, Carla, I can put your little journal in there. I need to get out and go urban sketching. I haven't done that lately. The problem, what's keeping me away from my urban sketching is my camera. I was using that older phone and it was perfect. It worked so much better than my new phone. Maybe I'll have to get me a little GoPro, because they're not that expensive anymore. The GoPro cameras are not that expensive anymore. And, well, we'll see. But my newer phone doesn't, I don't know, the setup isn't right. I haven't been able to get the same setup and I'm uncomfortable. Yeah. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. Arlene says, that is what I used as dirt on mixed media landscape years ago. The ground up walnut shells? Oh, that's interesting. Ground nut shells. I'd never seen those either. I'm going, well, look at there. I'm going to have to start saving nut shells now. Although we don't crack that many nuts here. I got those walnuts, but boy, try to grind walnut shells and see what you get. And that's a video coming up. I'm going to have to zoom out a little to do this. That's a video coming up. I'm going to make some walnut ink. Let me zoom out so you can see this book better. Not quite zoomed out yet. There we go. Sorry to give you a ride there. Aw, you're welcome, Carla. She says, thank you, Mary, for wearing a mask. I feel better. Well, you know, when you're in a thrift store, you're in a little bit closer quarters. Because even though this is a nice thrift store, and I probably could avoid people, when you can socially distance, at least here in Nebraska, I don't think you really need a mask that much. Like, I socially distance when I go to Walmart. I stay away from people as much as possible. I socially distance. But in a thrift store, you have a little bit closer quarters. So I just played it safe for their protection. Let me tell you though, every now and then I had to go in a corner and remove it from my nose so that I could breathe. I can't breathe with this thing on. It's like my mouth is taped shut. Oh dear. But I did it out of respect for them. Walmart, I didn't wear it into Walmart. And when I went to the bank, I just went through the drive-through. So there's ways that you can be safe. What was I going to say? Oh, I drove by our Goodwill, and it was either closed or it looked like they almost closed for good. It looked like the store was empty. So I don't know what's going on there with our Goodwill, but this particular Goodwill was not really that good. But we'll see. They might just be reorganizing during the pandemic thing. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't read anything about it permanently closing. But it was all dark in there, and it did not look like it had any. As I drove by the store, so I really didn't go up and see if there was any racks or anything in there. But it was closed, and then I drove by the store where I get Suze's. Let me zoom down here. Suze's, that where I got that ink, and I was going to go in there and see if they had any more inks. Sometimes they get a refresher fill in there, and it was closed. But he told me they were normally closed on Monday and Tuesday anyway, so I might go back tomorrow because I want to do my mailing. I want to get my mailing ready. I want to mail that stuff out. So I might make a post office run tomorrow. And I forgot baby powder. I wanted to get baby powder and something else. Dryer sheets. And I usually buy those at the dollar store. But I skipped the dollar store yesterday. I went to Walmart and then I was ready to go home. And maybe if I go tomorrow, I can go back into that. They call it an antique mall. I guess it's an antique mall, but I find a lot of bargains in there. To me, it's like a really big, huge thrift store. But there's some expensive stuff in there. So, hi, Nashwa. Deborah says she always carries large purses like that. Organized women who carry clutches fascinate me. I call my purses my Samsonite. Well, the purse I carry is when I first came down here, and it's been almost 5 years ago. I came down here in 2016. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 years ago, I guess. I went to this garage sale, and I found, I don't have it here, but I think it's a lookalike for, who is that lady that sells those quilted bags? I lost the name of it in my head here. But it looks like a lookalike of that, and I really like it, and it's lasted me a long time. I only paid $1 for it. And that's what I usually carry. And I have a pair of loafer shoes that I got at that same garage sale. I just got them to wear around, and I've worn those for 4 years now. You find a good pair of shoes and a good bag, and you're set for the next 5 years. I'm really ready for a new pair of shoes. I've been looking, but I have to have a nice, comfortable pair of like loafer shoes. I don't like to wear sandals out. And sometimes the heels on these shoes, the heels on the shoes are made like a rubber sole, and there's really not a heel. It's just kind of a little curve up and down, and I'm not comfortable with those shoes. All right, what else? Let's put my glasses back on. I was going to read the rest of the chat here. Nashwa came in. Hi, Santa. Good morning, Santa. Oh, I guess I'm back with you guys here. All right. So let's read the directions here. It says, brush a generous coat of transfer onto the printed side of a photocopy or magazine print. Place face down on pre-washed fabric. Oh, it's supposed to go on fabric. I'm going to put it on my page. Smooth out. Remove the excess from around the edges with a damp cloth. Let dry 24 hours. Oh, I don't think I'll do it in my journal then. Heat set 30 seconds with an iron. Soak in cool water for 3 minutes. Oops. Rub off paper backing with fingers. Wash fabric gently in cool water, let dry. I think I can do it in my journal and just use my heat gun, but it says water. You're going to have to use water to remove. Maybe I'm not going to do it in my journal. I can put it in my journal. To transfer a photograph, you must make a photocopy or laser print of the original photo. Oh, they're talking about a photo that you take with a camera. Do not use original photo to transfer. Do not dry clean. Test first. All right. Well, we're not going to dry clean anything. let's do it on a piece of paper. Let's just test it on this piece of paper. Let me get a magazine print, and then I'm just going to heat the back of it to dry. I'm going to heat it with my heat gun. What do I have that I can use? These are Fussy cuts. Let me pull out. Let me see. Let me see. It's something I want to transfer. To be honest with you, this would work better in a book. Well, let's do a ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I might put that in my journal. Just one thing with transferring, I don't do it a lot because I just collage stuff down. But I guess, well, if you rub off the back, you've already destroyed the back. So, oh look, I have some words here. I mixed up my words. Hang loose. Storyteller. Let's save out words that I see. Let's find something to transfer. Oh, look, there's a pair of red eyeglasses. Let's save those out. I'll put those on my calendar. This was my Thanksgiving. I'm not sure what that was. Something. Yeah, little straws. Here's another word. Summer dreams, inside and out. I got some nice journaling tabs here. A little girl. The joy of getting lost. Fun finds. Fun finds. I'm going to save out these words. Life just got real, and so did I. I don't know if I'm real yet, though. Here we've got a lady on a horse. That might be a fun transfer. It's colored, but it's dark. We'll try a colored one like this. Looks like I cut out something here. We'll try a colored one, and we'll try a black and white. Nebraska solar eclipse. There's a lady. These are Fussy cuts. What I did here. There's another horse one. Stay a while. Pumpkins. The best of summer. These are good summer pictures. I'm going to have to. Ice cream. Birds. That one might work. Road trip. I'm looking for a good thing to transfer. Here's some little laces. Let's save those out. Bunch of men at the Capitol. This is a weekend you don't want to end. 98. Here's a bunch of flowers. Excitement. I'm saving out my words. When I sit and fussy cut, sometimes I don't separate the words out from the fussy cuts. Step into another word. Let's separate them now. Motor City. I'm going to leave that one in there. Serendipity. Some littler ones that I probably won't use. There's a pair of scissors. Why I saved that, I'm not sure. Oh, it goes this way. Bottles. Memory lane. It's grow time. I'm looking for a lock. Oh, here's some more words. I'm going to save my words out. See how I get rabbit trails here? Rabbit trail. Looking at fussy cuts. I want a good transfer one. He's cute. We might do him. Oh, here's the back of a, looks like I just cut a paper doll. Land for sale. Here's a computer. Old ENAC computers in the glory day. Here's a squirrel, but it's colored. I wonder if that'll transfer. That would be one that would be a little bit harder to fussy cut. We might try that. This one would be easier to fussy cut. Birds. Deer, deer. More words. I'm getting all my words out. I'll put them in a bag. Here's a red telephone. You and your friends go everywhere together. I drag my friends with me. Splendor. Lost and found. Here's a kitty cat. That might be a nice transfer. Aw. Find your style. See, I sit and fussy cut. A lot of these, I'm going to keep these out because these will make a nice summer life in bloom. This is all summer stuff. That's pretty. I haven't had these out. Here's another find your style. Patrol. Dishes. Oh, now we're getting into fall. This is Martha Stewart's Owls. Big Brother is watching you. This is history book. Those are steps. History book stuff here. This might make a nice transfer. This is out of a book. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, but it's black and white. I think I'm out of the words here because I'm into history book stuff. These are just little things. Finding things. Two men there. Finding things. That one might make a nice transfer too. We'll save out the black and white ones. There's a wolf and one of the earliest Nebraska state fairs, and the first two in Brownville, 1870. I don't know if we're going to have our state fair this year in August. I don't know if they've decided. And I thought our library opened yesterday. It doesn't open until July 6th. Our library is closed until July 6th. There's amazing wonder. I love that picture. All right. Well, I'm boring you guys here, but I'm having fun. I guess that's all that counts. Find your story here. See, I like headlines like that. Some people, some quilt block things. Here's the visit the French Lick, West Baden. Beautiful rotunda there. The people you meet shape the journey you take. There you go, guys. If I meet you here, you're shaping my journey. Landmarks. I got a whole bunch of little words here. Events. History. This is out of a Nebraska Life magazine. Covered wagon. Just some little shots of photos there. It all begins with you. I guess I got a lot more one back into the magazines again. This courthouse is in the county north of us. This is really a cool courthouse. Admire architecture of this 1895 courthouse, which joins dozens of beautiful historic buildings throughout the country. And there's a word that says find yourself. And this is Buffalo Bill's house in North Platte, Nebraska. That might be fun to visit sometime. That's really a unique house. That's a autograph. G.J.J. Jones by something J.J. Jones. Here's a guy trying to make the buffalo pull his cart. I don't think those buffalo are working any too hard. Some text there. I'm not sure. This might just be a scrap. Is there intelligent life out there? And here's the looks like a flying saucer. The coming of computers. I'm just about through this. Here's a, yeah, put a mask on George Washington. I'm about ready to go take that mask off of him. And this is just a canvas panel. Here's a wolf. That might make a nice transfer. Let's keep that out. Then I've got a lot of little ones, but I'm looking for my text here. Poster. Got a lady clinging to the cross. A lady in the kitchen. Some little people. This looks like Ronald Reagan. And who's that guy that played Jimmy Stewart? Goes to Washington. Hobby Lobby. Dairy Queen. And we're back to these larger ones. Alright. So we're going to put these back in my bag. Except I'm going to keep that one out because it's pretty. And that's just a fussy cut. And a label. And a tree. Alright, we'll put these back. Well, I have a few more in here. Looks like I got some more words. Alright, I know you have to sit through it, but I want to get the words out. Manual. And do I have it over here? No. Telescope, a big old compass. Dahlia. A watch. Another watch. A map. Make over your leftovers. We do that. Some going home again. I wish somebody would invent some. I wish somebody would invent ... No place like home. And here's a beautiful lady and another beautiful lady. Okay. Let's put these back. We just had to go through fussy cuts this morning. If I were smart, I'd put these all in my fussy cut book. We might sit and do that some morning. But I'm not smart. So I'm going to put them back in the bag. Well, let me get them in here. Let me get them in here. Hold the phone. There's stopping it here. There. What's stopping it on the back? Oh, I see this is. All right. There we go. Alrighty then. I have another baggie here. Let me get to it. Then I want to put those words in. Well, it's kind of small. We'll put them in there and then I'll have to transfer it to a bigger bag. Let's put these words away. Now, I might sit and put these in my, not today, in my word book. That's what I was going to do when we went fishing. I was going to tape my words into that wax paper so I'd have them when I want them. And then all I have to do is page through them. Let me that's all of them. And then we have some little lace bits there. All right, I'm saving out my big old dog. I can't forget the 98. All righty. So, I chose, we'll do it right here. I chose the wolf, the kitty, the lambs, the squirrel. I'll have to decide. I think the wolf might be the wolf and the kitty. We'll try those first. And the lady on her horse. Let's tear it here. And I don't know, it doesn't say anything about color. We'll put these others back. Hold the phone. Let me put these others in. I'm going to put these on this piece of paper. You know, it might be fun. I wonder if they would transfer onto this painted background. What do you think? I wonder if they transfer. I don't think I'll try it. I'll save that for, I'll have to paint the background. All right. We're testing this out. Mary's playing this morning. So it says I need wax paper. I need wax paper. Did it fall? No. Yes, it fell. I have to reach and get my wax paper over on the floor here. Hold the phone. It falls out the other side of my cart. There it is. It falls out the back of my cart. I got too much stuff on my cart. Oh dear. Let's stop and look at chat. Mary's been in her world. Hi, Jersey. Good morning, Jersey. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Valerie. Good morning, everybody. Valerie says, I just had to look at your yard tour video, Mary. I especially like your garden. Yeah, I think I got lucky with my garden. I didn't realize my brother had just tilled it. He was insistent that he was going to pull up those sunflowers. So I said, okay, just leave me 3. So he left me 3 at the very end. I said, but if you pull it up, I want you to till it. And I'm going to throw some of my seeds out there. I got some wildflower seeds and some seeds, zinnia seeds. And I don't think it's too late to plant in June. They probably won't bloom until September. But if we have a nice fall, it might be nice to have them. So he tilled it for me after he pulled up my sunflowers. Now he's asking to pull up those last 3 sunflowers. Oh, I don't want to see them go. And he says, yeah, but the seeds blow over into my garden. And I said, well, just till you pull them up in your garden. He says, I hate them. So I suppose I'll have to let go of the last 3 sunflowers. I haven't said yes yet. Truth be known, it's all his yard, but don't let him know that. Hi, Azure. Good morning, good morning. Did Azure come in here? Azure, oh boy, that sounded like it was a huge job. It's nice when things are put back together. What did Azure do? Azure said, there she is. Good morning, Azure. She had a flood, well, a plumbing issue 2 weeks ago. Oh no. I got new flooring yesterday. Well, yay! It's been all about moving wet stuff now. Everything is shoved in the garage or spare room to deal with anything. You're too sore to deal with anything. Well, rest a little while, let your muscles rest, and then one at a time, pull things out of the spare room or the garage when you need it. And in a way, it helps you sort stuff out. When I pulled everything out of here into the dining room, I had to pull it back out of the dining room into here, but it helped me find this stuff. So good morning, Azure. Nice to have you. Who else did I miss? Valerie's here. Rhonda's here. Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. Jersey's here. Arlene says, Rhonda, I was using the jelly plate for a background and now I'm doodling on a fish. It was boring looking. So you doodled on the fish. Asher says she's avoiding putting her house back in order. Just rest. Rest until you feel better, and then, it'll be less painful. Arlene asked if anybody's crafting this morning. She walked her dog and the blueberry coffee is ready. Blueberry coffee? There's Cindy. She says, hi, Mary. I missed the thrifting haul. We'll have to rewatch. Yeah, because everything's behind me now. I got these wonderful 2 really nice quilt books for $1.50 each. I mean, they're really nice ones. One has templates in it that you can remove and cut. All right, I think I've scrolled back to where Deborah was carrying the large purses. Mod Podge works good for transferring photos to other surfaces. Yep. But I'm going to use this because it only cost me 50 cents. Aleene's Transfer It. I'm going to move you guys out of the way, which means you're going on top of the wastebasket. Now I need wax paper, I think, to put this stuff down. Now this is to transfer on the fabric, but I'm really not going to transfer on the fabric. Although that might be fun. That might be fun. Let me see what I have here. Let me see, hold on. Now I'm getting up. I gotta get up and go across the room. That might be fun. Oh, and I was gonna show you guys a piece of fabric that I got at Walmart yesterday. What did I do with that fabric that... no. Let me see what I have. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let's see if I can find a piece of fabric to transfer onto. A piece of light color, just plain fabric. I don't know if I have any out because what I get mostly is, well, here's some floral. Here, we'll try one on a piece of fabric. This is just a little piece. It looks like it's been cut into anyway. We'll put one on here for the fun of it. How about the kitty cat? Will that show up good? Yeah, I think it will. We'll try it. You put it face down after you. We'll see. And then the others I'm going to put on here. I might put another one out just to play with them. All right, we're going to try it. Could put this dahlia on there. No. All right. So it says, let me shake it a little because we don't know how old it is. It says, brush a generous coat of transferred onto the printed side of the photocopy or magazine print. Well, that's a magazine print. This doesn't even look like it's been, well, it might have, no, I don't even think it's been opened. Well, they might have unscrewed it this way. They might have unscrewed it. It hasn't been snipped. Well, it looks pretty full. Put that cap back on there. It looks like it might be a little, well, we'll see. What brush do I want to use? I washed my brushes the other day and I got clean water. All right, we're going to do a generous amount on this kitty cat. And here's the thing, I don't know how old this transferred is, and I don't know how old the magazine is. The magazine has to be at least a couple years old. because I don't have new issues. Well, that's a pretty generous amount if you ask me. Now you're supposed to let it set for 24 hours, so maybe we'll do the rest of this in the morning on the fabric. So here's my fabric. Now, let's do it this way. Of course, my fabric is wrinkly. We're going to put this kitty on there. So you let it dry and then you wet it and peel it off. Oh, the tail was getting... No, it's okay. We'll clip it. Let's put some more on it. All right. I'm just going to let that sit till tomorrow. And then we'll play with the paper ones. We'll let this set, because it says let it set for 24 hours. We'll let that sit till tomorrow. I'll put it over here. Now, let's just do some on paper, because I can... Let's do the horse. Let's see how this will transfer off. This only cost me 50 cents, so no loss. Ooh, that's a generous amount. Let's see if I can put some back in there. It's no loss if it doesn't work. Well, it's a loss of 50 cents if it doesn't work. It's just probably just like Mod Podge, like a Mod Podge transfer or any other type of gel transfer. That's a generous amount. I still have some on my brush. And let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Because I'll probably, well, no, I don't like that. Let's do it this way. I can see where I'm going better. Oops. Well, I guess I'll pick it off of the He's Mary. Let's do it this way. And I suppose you would do this. You usually do transfers not for art journaling. You usually do transfers if you want to do a pillow or put it on a piece of wood. You know, this says to put it on fabric. I don't have my brayer out. You can do transfers in an art journal, but for art journaling, to tell you the truth, I just collage it down. Maybe if you're going over a dimensional surface, maybe if you're putting it on a canvas, well, you could collage it on a canvas, but that type of thing. All right, let's do the wolf. Do I want to try the flower? I think I'll try the flower too. Will it fit on here? I think I can make them fit. That's the wolf's ear. Let's turn the wolf that way. Let's put the flower on first and then fit the wolf in. That's a pretty flower. We're gonna, well, I don't know if I want to transfer it though. It's pretty the way it is. I'll put that in my journal. Let's just do the wolf. little bit more. Now I'm going to dry these and try to transfer them this morning. I'm not going to wait 24 hours, so that's the thing. I'm impatient. The ones on the paper. The fabric, I'm going to wait. Alrighty. Let's put the lid back here. And we'll put this up over this way. Alrighty. There, Mr. Wolf. We'll just put him down in here. And use this as a brayer. And we're going to save this wax paper out because I'm going to be getting things wet. Alright, let's hit my heat gun with it. Little lace pieces. That transfer I got at the thrift store for 50 cents. So, no gain, no loss. If it doesn't work, it isn't really a loss. This is like a package. I don't know if this is going to work on this way. You're supposed to let it sit for 24 hours, but I'm too impatient for that. All right. Let's get the paint out of the way. And the wax paper out here. Let's just tear this. See, this would, truthfully, this is just an experiment because truthfully, it would be just as easy to collage this down. But like I said, transfers are if you want to transfer onto like a pillowcase or a piece of wood or some surface that you really, not a art journal page. All right. I'm going to kind of get this wet. Maybe just spray it with water. I knocked my other water down. I knocked my other water sprayer on the floor. Let's just soak it. Let it get real soggy in there with water, and we're just going to start peeling the paper off. Let it soak in. Yeah, this one's about empty. We'll see how this one works. If this one doesn't work, I'll let the wolf set overnight. And it looks like, well, no, that might be the, yeah, I think it's going to transfer. Can't rub it too hard. You need to let it set. I might be rubbing it too hard there. I think I'll just let this set and let it soak a while. Let me put water on this. A little like this. I think I'm rubbing too hard in here. You gotta go easy. And that's maybe why you need to let it set. We're gonna let it set. I'm getting the horse's, well, that's his hoof though. That's his hoof coming down that way, so that might be, we're gonna let that set. I'm gonna let the whole thing set. I don't want to do any more because I think I'll just let it set. And I'll let the other one set. We'll play with them tomorrow morning. Now I gotta clean up my mess. I want to work on Tizzy this morning. Let's put that over there. I'm gonna put this. We're going to let the wolf set, and we're going to let this guy set. I'm going to throw it over here on my... There we go. Oh, now I got to dry off my tabletop. My tabletop needs a clean sheet of paper. All right, that's good. And we'll hit it with the heat gun just to make sure. We're going to work on Tizzy. Yeah, I got magazine stuff on my fingers. Let me get out a sheet of paper here for background. And we were working on Tizzy yesterday, and I was when we stopped, I was showing how I use this clippers to measure the. I measured on the photograph, and then I brought it over here to the drawing. Now I'm just doing the head of the cat. I'm just doing the head. We're going to continue using these. Let me fix the chair. Let me fix it. I already have all my Crayolas out, so we don't have to go hunting for those. Put my scissors away so I can find them if I need them. Yes, I will put them over here. All right. And I was sketching it with this gray crayon. I might have to zoom in a little here. Hi, Sharon Marlowe. Good morning, Sharon. How are you doing, lady? Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. Mary, did Mary get goodness at the thrift? I'll have to go back. I did get some. The treasures that I got. Let me reach over here and get one. Let me show you this before I get into all of this here. I'm putting you guys back on the wastebasket. I got 2 quilting books for $1.50, and they're nice books. And this one I'm going to use to make patterns, and they're pretty simple patterns, and I think I can do them out of paper instead of fabric. because I'm really not a quilter. I might try a couple of fabric ones for my 8x8 book, my 8x8 fabric book, but they're nice ones. Look, there's an owl. This would be more my style, simple style here. But for $1.50, this gives me a lot of ideas for blocks. 365 foundation quilt blocks. But here's the one, let me show you. Here's the one that's really cool. This is a ring binder, 3-inch ring binder, and it says spinning spools. Well, that's one of the quilt patterns because they have a pocket here for, look, they even have a nice plastic holder there to keep things from getting torn. Let me get this magazine goo off of my fingers. They have a pocket to store templates, but what they have here, well, there's an index, got nice cardboard dividers, not nice page dividers. Like here's the piece basket pattern, and then they show the quilt and kind of talk about it. Country egg basket, postage stamps. But you get to the back and they give you, not only do they give you on the back of these, they give you a paper template, but they also give you this mylar. On every section they give you the mylar templates. Isn't that cool? Now I might just trace the paper ones for my paper and just leave these. And I think some of these have been cut out. I don't know. We'll see. But I got the paper ones. And on every section, it's the same thing. They have a section of quilt blocks. Here's the spinning spools one. I think of what this book is cover is worked off of this quilt pattern. It's really a pretty quilt. They did a little wall hanging here. But it would be fun, what I was saying, it would be fun to, on the binder one, to do some in paper, and then I could just put them in the binder and make kind of like a little journal out of this. Split diamond star, and then here's the templates again. Now what they don't have that I can put in here easy enough, if I would cut the templates, I could put an envelope in here and just punch holes and save my templates that way. But this only cost me $1.50. Well worth it. And I'm not even a quilter. Anchors away, mill wheel. What's the wheel? Oak leaf reel. There's a mill wheel. Well, that's interesting. Boy, that would be hard to do with fabric. That would take an advanced quilter, I think, to do those circular pieces and the matching. That would take a Becky. Or a Gloria, or a Barb Fillion. Hillside Village, this is cute. Hillside Village, that would be easy enough to do in paper. That Mary could handle probably. Coffee cups. I love the coffee cup one. So those are two of the things that I got. You'll have to go look at the beginning of the thrift haul. Yeah. We're going to go on to Tizzy here. I'll get you guys out of the wastebasket now. You love the mylar. Yeah, isn't that cool? Those mylar templates made it worth the $1.50, didn't it? I have coffee this morning. I have coffee. I've been drinking it. This is Karen K. sent me 20 ounces of Javalia coffee, and I've been drinking it in the morning. What did I knock over? I knocked something over. I think it was an ink pen. Let me get it. There we go. What link? Let's see. What link are you wanting? Plastic holder is so the cover will not stick. Is so the cover will not stick to the cover. Oh, the first page. So the first page won't stick to the cover. Oh wow. Will you share the link in Messenger, please? What, Arlene, I got watching the crazy lamp lady on YouTube. She put me in the mood to go to Goodwill. Is that Sue Me? Is that who you call, or is that her name, the crazy lamp lady? Sue, S-U-E, me, does a lot of revamping. Sharon says she fell asleep. That's okay, Sharon. We understand. We said good morning to Kimberly and Sharon, so I'm back to there. Arlene, go take a nap. Oh, you're going to come on this morning, Sharon? Today's Tuesday. Remember that Tanya and Lisa will be on at noon or 1. Found her, Arlene says. Oh, good. Crazy lamp lady. Well, I'm going to have to... Arlene, go ahead and drop her link in here so we can go look at this crazy lamp lady. Wednesday. Oh, today's Wednesday. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm back on Tuesday, aren't I? I'm back on... This is Wednesday, so Dee Dee will be on at 7:30. Oh! Thank you, Teresa. Good morning, Teresa. Yeah, what time are you going to be on, Sharon? Marlo? Hi, Sandy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. You're new to our group. We like to see new people. Or are you new? There, Arlene dropped the link. Is that it? Let me go look at her. I'm sure she won't mind. Crazy Lamp Lady uploads every day. Crazy Lamp Lady, adventuring in antiques and vintage reselling. Oh, cool. Let's go to her about. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in items that other people might overlook. Due to the high volume of requests for appraisal and identification, I am unfortunately able to respond to these messages. And then she gives a Facebook page. Facebook group and a Facebook page. And she looks like she's got merch on eBay. Very cool. Let's see what some of her videos are. My Goodwill cart is overflowing. Ooh, she did a thrift haul. My $1.93 thrift haul. Look at this beautiful thing. Spent $475 auction box lots. Buying cheap box lots. Live flea market mystery haul. Yep. She likes to go thrifting, doesn't she? Wow, look at that. Look at all her thrift hauls. Let's go over here to her homepage and I will subscribe to her. And I will put notifications on. There we go. I'll go watch her. All right, so let's get out of this and go back here to my channel. She's near New York, Pennsylvania. Well, they have a lot of flea markets and stuff that way. I'm glad that she's able to go. I drove by our Goodwill yesterday, and it was all dark. And I don't know if they closed for good or they're just closed for the moment. Lori Mae Jenkins does transfers, Mary, chatting with a boyfriend. Okay. Well, that's okay. I was just experimenting with that I got at the thrift store. I'm sure I could learn something from Lori Mae Jenkins. All right, let's go and do Tizzy. Let me go out to my drive. And the cats and Tizzy. Oh, but I was doing in my gallery. Let's go to my gallery. We put her in my gallery. Let's go to the close-up one. So here's the close-up one. Let's get rid of the drive one. So we're doing the close-up of her. About like that. And I can get the, if I go like this and get the, because I did this yesterday, Annie V sent me these, and this is a proportional tool. I called it Callipers. It's called Prospect, Prospek. Oh, engineering in Verona. Verona wasn't far from where I lived. Verona was just south of Middleton. Verona is where they have that big software company that does medical software for like software charting and stuff like that. Big, huge company that only hires young kids out of school. If you're over 50, you probably wouldn't get a job there. That was the only thing I didn't like about that company. They were very age related. And it's a huge company, but don't even apply if you're over 50. That was the word out on the street. Now maybe they've changed since then. Okay. So I know the length of this kitty's eyes that I did yesterday, from eyeball to eyeball, the little corner of the eye was like that. Oops, I messed it up. Was like that. So if I take this and put it over here, I can get my picture about back to where I was. About like there. So this is a proportional tool. So, and I think that I said from the corner of the eye down to, I had it maybe just a little bit more. From the corner of the eye down to the bottom of the mouth. Oh, I'm not making, let's do it this way. Was like that, so like that. I might have that a little, I might need to bring that up a little, because this goes to the bottom of the nose. So I might move this up just a little, the mouth up a little, the nose up a little, and the mouth up a little. Make it a little, yeah, that looks better anyway. And it just helps you. Now the width of her eye, the width of the kitty's eye is about like that. So that would make the kitty's width of the eye. And I have it just about, I just about have it. I'm getting pretty good at proportion. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting pretty good at proportion. Just hand drawing it without, not all the time though. Okay, so we're going to put the kitty's eye in here. Can you guys see? Let me see if I need to zoom in a little. Let me zoom in just a teeny bit. Doop, doop, beep. Whoops, that was too much. Hold on. I have to finger pinch zoom. That might be about right. We'll see. So I got the kitty's eye here. Now the kitty has a lot of dark around her eye. And I think on the ones in my book, I made the eyes a little too slanty. Let's make them a little round. And the other eye comes in here. And let's see how. I'm using my tool, and it's just about the same. So let's put that over. See, that one seems, that seems almost too wide to me. But see, from the corner of her eye to the corner of her eye is about like that. So that I would not make that kitty's eye really wide. That just seems a little weird to me. Maybe if I just follow the program, Mary. I would probably just, if I was doing this by hand eye, I would probably make, that would probably be, I'd probably have the kitty's eyes out of proportion. And it slants, but it's still kind of round, like that. And then the corner of the eye comes down this way. And then there's gray in there. And then up in here. Now, from the eye to the top of the ear, let's open it up this way. From the eye to the top of the ear, ooh, maybe even a little bit more, is pretty wide. And I'm not going to have enough room on this paper to do that. So I'm going to leave it like I have it. Because if I was following this proportion device, well, from the top of the eye to the top of the bottom of the ear is like that. And that would make it like that. And then I would have to have the ear way up here yet. And that's why I'm kind of having to scrunch this kitty on here. But I still like it. I think it's still going to make a nice pet portrait. And so now, let's see, we got her, let's do this. From her nose, the end of her nose to her cheek is about like that. And so if I flip it over, it comes, the end of her nose is there. So her cheek would come about out to here. About out to there, approximately. And then on the other side, the same thing. And that's the end of her cheek. That isn't about like that. Because this is all gray in here. It's all gray in there. And then there's some white coming in there. And some white up around in there. And then she's got a white chin in there. And then the only thing that isn't proportional on here is the ears. I'm not going to be able to get them, but I still think she looks good. And then she's got fur coming. Now I'm just doing her portrait of her face. I'm not doing her whole body on here. I think just doing the face shows a lot of the character of her. I'm better at faces anyway. I have to work with crayon. You can't get a lot of detail unless you sharpen your crayon. So she's got white fur coming out this way and gray up in here. White fur coming out this way for her collar. White fur coming down this way. There's gray in here. And there's a lot of gray coming down her nose. Like that. This is all gray over here. And the shape of her face here. It's got a little shape. Shades of gray shape. And then there's fur coming out that way. And kind of her fur comes out this way. Her coat. And this is all white. And there's just a little gray in there. And there's gray up in here. Like that. So we're just going to have a little blue background. Let's go to the... I'm going to put these calipers away for now. Calipers, a proportional tool, whatever you want to call it. Let's put in some blue. Just, where's my big blue? Is that the black? It's the black. Let's just put in a blue background and then I'll start heating it up. So we're going to put blue in here, and then we'll work the cat fur over the background. I usually put the background in first. Yeah, the little finger guards that Deborah sent me here. So we're just going to kind of color in a background. I'm pretty happy with it. It's almost life-sized, isn't it? Now, I'm going to go ahead and sign this right now because it's easier to sign it first, and I might have to go over it, but I'll be aware that my signature is there. And today is 24th today? 24/20/20. And I might have to go over it, but I won't have to go over a lot of wax. And are you guys seeing? Let me see what you're seeing. Yeah, I think you are. Get my head in there, but I gotta fix my chair so I'm comfortable. All right, we're gonna go in with the blue first. So let's put these super duper finger guards on. I always feel weird putting these on. You feel weird, but let me tell you, they help when you're working with hot wax. They help when you're working with hot wax, so I do thank you for these, Deborah. I do thank you for them. And I'm trying to get to the smooth part. There's a little texture on them. And then there's a smooth area. And let's do this one too. Oops, this one here. Alrighty, because see, I go like that, and that, when you're handling hot wax, that helps. Alright, so here's my heat gun. Now, I'm going to move you guys a little over here. I'm going to try to keep, instead of going like this, so all you guys see is the top-down view, I'm going to try to keep my hands at a slant. Ooh, that's a beautiful blue. I'm going to bring it down that way. We're not going to have a lot of background here. Leave it like that. Now let's put some of this other blue in it, a lighter blue. I might have to tape this down because it's rolling around on me here. Just give it one tape. Good thing my left hand works. Where is this? Is that it? There we go. I'm just going to put it right there for now. That'll hold it so it won't float around on me. Put some of the lighter blue in here too. There we go. Now the gray and the white. I bought some more Crayolas yesterday too, because I'm running out of white. Let's get out the big white. Let's get out the big white. I went to Walmart and I bought some more large ones. And I have some fabric I want to show you, but not right now, that I got at Walmart. We're just going to get out the white. Can I get this open? White. Does it have a gray? No. Well, no, that's purple. There's no gray. There's white and black. All right. Because I got a little stub, but I think I'm going to use this one this morning. It'll just be easier to handle. And when you do this, cut away from your finger so you don't slice your finger. Cut away from your finger. And I'm just removing that paper. And I'll save this for my calendar. All right, we want white and gray. Not, this is blue, I think. One of them's blue and one of them's gray. That's blue. This is the gray. All right, we're going to put in some of the gray first, I think. And then we're going to hit it with the white. Might have to put a little dark in there, too. That's mixing with the blue up there. Kind of a bluish gray. I'm just going to get a background here, and then I will go in and work the detail. It's easier to give it a grayish background and go in and work the detail, because white will show up better if it has a dark background. If we don't want to put too much gray on the nose area there. Just giving her a background. this is just background in here. I'll come in and fill it in. Keep losing my gray. Now it's got pretty much a white, but I can't, the white doesn't show up unless it has a gray, something to show up against. So I'm just going to kind of, again, put in the background, and I'm going to scrape there where my name is. Let's kind of scrape this a little. This is all just background. There's not any detail. So she'll jump out at us eventually. She'll jump out at us eventually. Let's melt this on my palette knife. Don't touch, if you're working with a metal palette knife, do not touch the palette knife once you've heated it. Well, don't touch it even if it's plastic. Now we'll come in there with a lot more white, but like I say, it needs a background. It needs something for the white to show up against. So I'm just kind of giving it a gray coat first. Except I'm leaving the nose area alone. And this is all gray up in here. A little bit of gray here with the eye. And the eye over there. And in here. Get that off of my eye. Alrighty. So, let's color in the eye with a light green and white. And maybe a bit of yellow. Let's get her out here where you guys can see her. Let's see what you guys are seeing. I kind of see it small, but let me look in the camera up here. So there she is, and here she's starting out. She's not done. She's far from done. Let's give her, well, now it has a black. Did I get out a black? No. I need a black Crayola. Hold the phone here. Did I get out? Oh no, I bought a little package of Super Tips yesterday because my Super Tips are getting dry on me. So these cost, what, $3 or $4 of the little package? I think the 100, they had a box of 100 there, but they cost like $15 or so. I didn't buy those. Well, I wanted my little black. I'll have to dig for those. I'm not going to do it today. We're just going to put some black around her. That's blue. We're going to put some black around her eye here. And it kind of round. I tend to... And then it has this area here for the corner of her eye. And black around here. Now there's dark in here and there's gray in there. That, to me, there's too much space. But there is, you know, the eyes are, there's a lot of space there, and I measured it, so I'm just going to trust my measuring. I'm going to trust my measuring. Now, it looks kind of creepy, but just give it some time. Let's put some green in there. Let's put a little bit of yellow in there. Yellow and green. Let's put a little white. Blend that in with some white. Now, I need a smaller black. Messing that up. I don't like to go to my pen this early, but I need a lot more detail in here. And then its nose comes down in here. About like that. Like that. And it's got a little teeny line there. And a little grayish in there. Now it still needs some eyeballs. Make it look a little bit more like a cat. Scrape that a little. Otherwise I'm drawing on wax. So we're just going to scrape it in here a little, and we can go back in and look at that cat. Look at that cat. Now it's got this white area right underneath of it here, of its eye, right in there. That white spot coming down in there. To work with that a little bit more. And then it has more dark up above. But let's get a little pinkish on the nose. Would I lose my pink? Did I lose my red, or did I not get it out? I thought I got it out. I might have dropped it. Let's see if I can find a pink. Well, we'll use the big one here. We'll use my new ones. Give it a little pink nose. We just need a dab. We just need a dab. So I'm not even going to bother to take off the color here. I just need a little pinky nose here. Now, and it really blends in with the black, which I'll have to detail it out a little bit more. And then this gets darker. It has a dark area in here and some dark coming down this way. So we want that darker gray again. Here. We're going to work on this area. Let's, that's almost too much white for me up here. Let's bring that down a little. Actually, I see on here, if you guys could see this. Oops, it's hard to do with these. Bring it in here. You can see a little tannish color around her eye. Just a little bit of tan. And you can kind of see it over here too. And under her cheek. So just a little bit of a tan area. So I'm going to put in a little bit of a tannish area in here. And we can always, because it's wax, I can always remove it if I need. A lightish tan. A little bit kind of going down in here. Now it's just background now, remember that. And let's do a little down in here. A little tannish going on down in here. Maybe off in here. Not a lot. It feels like I should do some up in there. Well, let's kind of smooth this out. Just a little bit of tan. I think that added to it. Let's go back to that dark gray. Go back to the forehead. Might have to even add some black to that gray. That dark black has kind of a bluish tinge to it. It kind of comes up here on the ear over this way. I still feel like this cat needs to be on a bigger sheet of paper. It's got the gray area in here around the eye, and this really comes out a lot more. It's got a gray area in there. And ouchie, ouchie. Now this would be a bright white in here. It's just kind of a gray right now. But this will all be a bright white in there. I don't want to mess her nose up too much. There's white surrounding here. A little white going on in there. A little white going on in there. Oh, she's starting to pop out, isn't she? She's starting to pop out. Ouch. Gotta work on this a little bit more. You just gotta keep working with it. Get that detail in there. This is really a darker gray all up in here. And a darker gray in there. I got some of that blue going on in there. Darker gray down in here. And then this is that tannish color, but it's also gray. And a darker gray in here. Almost kind of like that. Where her whiskers go. And this is real dark up in here. She's got some dark lines coming down this way. This is all dark. Almost could add some black into there. She's a pretty kitty. I almost feel like I'm not doing her justice. I think I'll use the pen. So I can get that detail a lot better. I gotta watch my time. I may not be able to finish her today. I got a half an hour. It's got a white area there. I don't know if I can get that out. Might have to come in with my white out. Okay, let's do some gray around your nose. And it almost comes clear down to her nose, and then it kind of slants up that way and in that way. And then this tannish comes in here, up in here. Tannish gray. Where's that light gray? It's kind of a bluish gray here, but it gets lighter up in here. A lighter gray in there. And this is all gray up in here. Okay. So, this is kind of a light gray in there. And I think I can bring this down a little. I think she's starting to pop out. She needs to be worked on more. He's getting my way after a while. Now she's got some white coming out of her ears, but I'm gonna put this gray in kind of have to work between the two grays here. Very distinctive here. If you don't get the dark colors in there, the whites aren't going to show up much. So I'm putting in the dark so that the whites will show up. Now, I'm going to come in with my whiteout pen and start bringing out some of those whites. She's got a beautiful white collar. She's got white on her nose here, but it needs to be whiter. This area is mostly gray and dark grays in here. I need to get darker, some maybe darker grays up in there, but she's coming. She's starting to peek out. Her eyes are so distinctive on there. That black might be a little too, it needs to be softened around her eyes a little. Maybe just kind of softened with some grays. They're black, but they're not, I can't describe it. They blend, the black blends in. So it just isn't a, there, I think that's better. We'll have to work on that a bit more. She's not done yet, that's for sure. Let's come in with some white out. Get some white out on here. Where's my black sheet? It's going. This might be the one that's getting empty. Feels like it's empty. Yeah, there it comes. There's some in there. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to fool with that too much. Let's go to this one. This one feels fuller. There we go. Now her fur is soft. It isn't, even though I'm putting scribbles on there, I'm just, it's soft. It's soft white. It's soft fur. So I just want to come down here with white. Kind of blend it in a little. I wish they'd make this white out in different colors. Because I do like using these pens. And I know you can get paint pens and all of that. I know all that. But I like this white out. I like how it works. Alright, let's do some work up in here. Might have to go in and... Where's my knife? That in here. Not even, she even has a little bit of tan coming in down in here. Down in there. Just gotta keep working with it. Gotta keep working with it. Not overwork it, but she's got definite gray lines coming down this way. Down in there. Some definite gray in there. If I can get that in there. I might have to heat that up again. Definite gray over here. Don't feel like I'm getting a dark enough gray in there. That's the blue. And I'll come back in and heat that up. That just doesn't look like black to me. But it is the black, but I see a lot of blue tones in that black. Let's heat that up. Almost too much. Almost too much. I'm lightening the background a little so that my dark will show up on the cat's head a little bit more. You'll see. Dark cat's head to show up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't have enough room for its ears. I don't have enough room for its ears. Has those definite lines coming down this way. And it's got definite dark in here. And definite darks up in here. I can't help but think that's not the true black. It just looks purple to me. That looks blue. That black looks purple to me. I'm going to scrape that off a little. I'm going to get out the other black out of my new box. It's not doing it for me. That's what I like about it. If you don't like it, you can scrape it away. That's almost too much on there anyway. Just kind of scrape some of that away. Give it character. Give it character. Let's get out the black out of here. Make sure I have a black. Make sure it says black on it. That says black. That looks more black to me. Let's open this. You know what I'm going to try to do? No, I don't think I will. I'll just cut it. And I can actually use that point to work on those eyes a little bit more. And around the nose. Some work up in here, and I want to bring this forehead down. I want to bring those lines down, bring this up. And then it kind of goes into that tannish color, tannish gray. What time is it? 7:17. I'm not going to get her finished this morning, but you know what? It might be good to take a break anyway. Let's put these lines in here. She's got some definite kitty lines going on there. And around in here. Some dark areas in here. Oops, broke my Crayola. This is a gray tan area up in here. And why are you using Crayola to do this? Because because I can. You could do it in any medium you want. I just happen to be doing Crayola ones. Now, she's got definite dark areas in here. It comes way out this way. It comes down this way. And she's got a white streak that comes down there, and then it goes up into her forehead like that. And there's that more of that tannish gray up in there. Let's do this with her ear. Get her ear going in there. And it's a softer white here. Oh, where's that's the dark gray. Where's the light gray? It's a softer color in there. And I think her eyeballs need a little more work. Maybe with that light green too. A little more blendy with the nose area. And the white do I have the wrong one? There we go. White area comes in here very definite around here. Down this way. Up in here. And very, very definite right in there with the white. And then it kind of thins out and comes up her forehead. And then very definite gray marks in here. But let me get it thinned out a little. Which meets that gray over here. And then there's gray kind of coming in here. Gotta keep working with her. Just gotta keep working. And there's gray. Look at what colors I have in my hands. There's gray up in here. Sort of a darkish black gray. And I don't quite have the nose yet. That white kind of comes. Let's just kind of blend this in. You should heat it up. This is more blendy than what I have it. But I'm just kind of trying to get some colors down there right now. It's got grays over in here too. Okay, let me keep that. Got some blue mixed in there. That's okay. We'll work it out. She's not done. She's entirely not done. I just kind of want to blend this down. I got some blue coming off of the top of the page there. I think what I'm going to do now is just let her rest, and I'll work on her again tomorrow. I don't want to overwork her today. Let's put a little more white on her cheek in here. I think she needs to rest a little. She says, yes, I'm tired of this. And we need to work with her eyes, and this white along her eyes needs to be maybe not quite that white, and some darker areas in there, and whiter in here, of course. Bring out some of her white fur, her beautiful white collar. Color up my name. It kind of blends in here. And we need to work with the forehead a little bit more, but I think she needs to rest a little. I'll work with her some more tomorrow. What time is it? Let me take these off. I can't do anything with these on. Oh, I could turn those inside out and get it smooth. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, turn these inside out. I don't know how they'll fit again, but we'll try it. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, you think so? I can see where she needs a lot of work yet. I can see where she needs it, like this area in here. I need to work in this area. Her eyes, now as I'm looking in my picture over here, her eyes are a much brighter green in real life than what I'm seeing there in my camera, but I know after I get on my phone and look at it afterwards. And I need to keep working on her fur soften it up a little more. She's almost there. She's not quite there yet. Those eyes are so striking. And then she's got white. I think Karen is right. I think she is a Maine Coon. I could be wrong. But she's got definite white hair coming out of her ears. If you expand that picture. And after I get her whiskers in, and some eyebrow white marks, she needs a little rest right now. Thank you, Arlene. Her eyes are, oh, okay, good. Sharon got some coffee. Cheryl was here. Journey was here, I think, too. Journey was in here. Arlene said, this is Mary's community tab. There are several more pet portraits there. I need to post Cheryl's yin yang. I haven't posted her picture yet. I finished her. I need a poster. Oh, Beth Schuler was here. Hi, Beth. Aw, thank you. Teresa was here. Lizzie was in here. Aw. Good morning, Lizzie. You always have a fix. Yeah. Alrighty, it's 7:31, so I'm sure Dee Dee is on. So go watch Dee Dee Willingham. You can find her just by going Dee Dee Willingham. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, everybody.